Okay, the stream is live now and your host again.
Cool. I'll make you co-host.
Thank you.
Okay, you're co-host again, so it looks like we're good. And
Yes.
people are popping in. Oh, oh, excuse the yawn, people. So sorry. Hi, Diane, Mina, Donna, Victoria, Eileen, Felice, Mary Ellen, Leslie, Mara, another Diane. We got two Dianes today, Teresa, and somebody who's here anonymously is Ty's sweet sister. I have no idea who that might be. Jacqueline, Jean, Robin. Cool. Getting a nice group. Gladys. Hi, Jean. So fast, I'm starting to lose people, lose track. If I didn't get to say hello, it's just because they popped in so quickly. I missed you. I think we're ready to go. We've already got such a nice group. Let me start moving a few things around. Hope you guys are having a great day, and hopefully a little Shibashi will make it even better. I'm going to spotlight me so that I'm front and center for you. And then I need to change me back to gallery. And let's see, we need some slides, don't we? Oh, yeah. Where's my share button? It disappeared off the screen. Oh, here we go. Okay, you should be able to see my slides now. So let's run through the introduction, because I think most of you have been with me before, but I always want to make sure that a little information goes out if you're new to us, are only been here maybe once or twice, because this is a relatively new class. It is Tai Chi Shibashi, and it's all about a gentle movement practice. Shibashi means 18 moves in one of the dialects of Chinese, and it's 18 moves for health. It's supposed to be therapeutic. I'm Ty. I'll be your guide today. I live in Florida, just pretty near Orlando. Excuse me, near Orlando and pretty near Disney World, if you know where that's located. My education is based out of biology, psychology, and computer science. That was a time spent at University of Georgia and then graduate work at Georgia Tech. I'm originally from Georgia when I was a young person and then moved around a few times. I eventually went into working at medical centers and in IT management and programming, and eventually left that and went into a career as a consultant for medical centers of how to use their hospital systems better. So I did a lot of teaching of nurses and lab techs and pharmacists and all the ancillary departments of how to get to their data and how to use it more accurately and to exploit it more fully. My retirement, I plan to teach movement practices such as Tai Chi. So I practice Kundalini Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Tai Chi, and therapeutic Qigong, and I teach all of those too. And today I'm here to guide you through the Tai Chi Shibashi exercise movements, and we'll be sharing it for our own mutual healthier benefit. One nice thing is when I lead you, I do it too. So I get all the benefits. I just have to talk a lot. We're here today on Get Setup, getsetup.io. This system helps us learn from each other. I'm a senior, and I feel that we all have useful skills, a lot of experience in our years on this planet. And Get Setup gives us a platform where we can share that information with each other, and then we can move on to do even more wonderful things than we've already done. Now, today's class is a movement class, and ideally I can see you because I will be able to feed off of what you're doing as to whether I need to repeat something or slow something down or speed something up. So ideally I can see you, but if you don't want your camera on, that's fully acceptable. Hopefully enough of you will leave your camera on to share with me to help me guide the class. If you want to practice between classes, Shibashi is a great practice every day. I love it in the morning. If you do it early in the morning, maybe as soon as you wake up, it really is a great way to start the day. But you can get a recording of this class today just by emailing help@getsetup.io. It's on the screen there, help@getsetup.io. If you're not here because you were able to book the class, register in it, and join us, but you're watching us on the live stream feed, I'm so glad you're here with us. But the best way is to participate is to get in one of the classes in the future. So monitor the schedule and watch for Shibashi and register for it so you can actually join in the class. Now, I may mention a product without even thinking about it, or maybe intentionally, but please be aware that Get Set Up is not paid to promote any specific product or services. There is no marketing in Get Set Up. This is a movement practice. No matter how gentle it is, this is a movement practice. So it's recommended that you check with your doctor. I expect that you have talked to your doctor about what you should and shouldn't do. Anyone in the senior age range should have had this conversation with a doctor at least once, if not more times, especially if you have any health conditions, excuse me, or you're taking any medications. You need to know what limits to honor. So anything that your doctor has recommended or instructed or commanded, please honor that. That is your priority number one, no matter what I suggest you do. If your doctor said that's beyond your limit. And if I do a reach or a step and that's not comfortable for you, cut back. It's better to reach than to reach too far. Now, Tai Chi Shibashi, let me just say again that it's a gentle, mindful movement sequence of 18 easy to do exercises. The movements are done slowly, gently, but yet deliberately. We do have a purpose in each one of them. It's mainly upper body. All the movement is coordinated with your breath. Always coordinate with the breath. I don't care how often you breathe, just keep breathing. Find a pattern that serves you for each exercise and use it. You can practice standing or seated. There's actually very little movement of the feet. I think I mentioned earlier that it's mainly upper body movement. So very little seated movement of the feet. So seated works beautifully. It's also just suitable for all ages. Shibashi is something we can do it at 10 years old or 110 years old. And if you do need a modification, do fewer repetitions, because most of these we're going to do 6 to 10 times. So maybe you'll need to cut back today until you get used to doing it. Do fewer repetitions if you need to. Take a rest till we start the next exercise, or just make a slight adjustment to the movement, such as I said earlier, don't reach as far. There are great benefits in Shibashi. I'm just going to run down the list quickly. It helps the immune system, helps you take in more oxygen, strengthens the bones, muscles, tendons, and ligaments. It helps improve the balance, flexibility, and who at any age doesn't need more flexibility? You start to have improved reaction times because you're moving and the body knows how to react, and it will improve itself. Offers stress relief. When you do a slow moving practice, you start learning how to deal with stress better. It also helps with blood pressure, reducing it. And of course, it cleans toxins from the body. It gets those lymph nodes flowing and gets that toxin out of the body. Short history. Shibashi is not thousands of years old like Qigong and Tai Chi. It actually was only created sometime, I believe, in the late 70s by Professor Lin Hao Sheng from China. The basis for it has existed thousands of years, but the professor decided he wanted to take Qigong and Tai Chi and fuse the art of Tai Chi, which is slow, even movements, but bring in the strength of Qigong exercises with its continuous breathing and meditative attitude to produce effective health benefits. So he has decided these 18 movements that move everything in our body and really gets the energy moving and gives us the maximum health benefits. It's practiced very commonly. There's over 10 million people around the world known to practice these movements, many of them daily. The whole body moves together, slowly, continuous, and harmoniously. And the hands movements will guide the flow of qi through the body. You may not know the word qi, but it's basically the body's energy. So the hands movements will guide your body's energy throughout. Each movement does circulate energy through the microcosmic orbit. The microcosmic orbit is an energy flow that flows up the back, across the head to the front, down the front of the face, down the front of the chest, down to the waist and the pelvic area, and then circles back. So it's a constant flow of energy. Every movement helps circulate that chi. The head and the eyes always gently follow the hands' movements. That's kind of a simple rule to follow in Tai Chi of all kinds. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. If that's a problem, then inhale and exhale however you want to. But if you can do an inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, that is the standard way to breathe during Tai Chi. It's a soft breath, not a heavy breath. Don't really push the air in or out, but it is continuous. The breathing actually gives you the rhythm of the movement, and then the physical movements follow it. Never hold your breath during this practice. It's not a hold your breath process. At first, just use natural breathing, natural, slow, slight breathing. And what will happen is regular practice will develop full body breathing. And we'll talk about that in some future classes, full body breathing. The mind is either in a state of tranquility or it's creating an image associated with each movement. When the first few times you do this with me, you're going to be so concerned about doing the movement right that you're focusing on my image or the image in your mind of what you're going to do. And you're not going to reach that state of relaxation. And that's fine. The more you do it, the more you will move to that tranquility. Try to practice with a happy state of mind. We have this concept of inner smile, and your lips don't even have to be curved in a smile, but an inner smile is a way of looking at the world through your eyes, through your face. And just see if you can offer that to your practice of offering a happy state of mind with your face and your mental attitude. So let's get busy with some Shibashi. Standing, seated, or if you want to stand with a chair handy for support, that's a great way to do if you think you might need it. I have balance issues, so I often have a chair handy. Use whatever serves you best. Nice, comfortable clothes, maybe loose fitting. Comfortable shoes. I practice my Tai Chi in special Tai Chi shoes, but I practice my Tai Chi Shibashi in tennis shoes because I find it's more stable for me with my dead nerves in my feet. And have liquid available. If you can have water available and maybe at the 15-minute mark, take a sip, if not more often. Stay hydrated. With that being said, let me make some changes and we're going to get started with our Tai Chi Shibashi. You get some music going. This is one of my favorite things to do, by the way. You want to come standing or stay seated. Separate your feet a little bit wider than hip. Hands on your hips and turn your head left and right as you inhale one direction and exhale the other. Nice, slow, and easy. Look down, look up, inhale, look down, exhale. Drop one ear down to the side and then drop the other. Maybe tilt forward a little bit. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Circle it down to the shoulder and then back down. Be careful if you have any weakness in the neck, don't go as far or even don't do the movement. If you want to do a whole circle, go ahead, but only if you have a really strong neck. Now, bring the hands forward and shake at the wrist, soft elbows, and a little bounce in the knees. A little bounce. Don't do a big bounce. You'll wear out your knees today. This is a very little bounce. Your knees wear out in the process today. Stop doing the bounce. Take the arms out, flip those wrists out. Guard your knees if you're not used to using them this much today. Now, push it out. Palms toward me. That's it. Just throw those palms away from you. Circles. Soft elbows though, not big circles with the shoulder, just little circles. Bouncing or not, whatever works for you on this one. Not be hard to get a rhythm going. Now back the other way. If you do want to use the knees, go ahead, but slightly. This is all the warm up. This is actually not the 18. We're just warming up, getting some blood flowing in the body, getting that energy moving. Now, out and in. Tamp it down. Now tamp it out. Keep it going. I want to move my chair out of the way. Now push it up. Can you go the opposite direction? I can't. I keep trying to get my knees and hands going the opposite direction. Kind of damp it down in front, tamp it down, and then tamp it around. As far as you're comfortable, and then back. Breathing the whole time. Don't hold your breath. Back to the front and do some front tamping. Now, 1 foot forward and turn your wrist, right at the wrist, like you're screwing in a light bulb. Now let's take the other foot forward and we're going to screw the light bulb in more. Now, you're going to bring up one elbow and the other. Now, opposite knee comes with it. You don't really have to lift the foot all the way off the floor if you just want to lift the ankle. Now, foot forward, touch the heel. And let's flay those arms a little bit. I don't know if that's the right term or not. Lay the arms? That doesn't sound right. Go a little bit more out to the side with the foot. Now, foot goes behind the ankle and then the other side. Bring the arm up. Just touch the toe behind the other ankle. See if you've brought any tension into your shoulders, and if you have, soften it. Now, use the elbow. Same footwork, but let's use the elbow. How soft can you make your body during these movements? Now, clap. Foot keeps going behind, but clap. Now, a little tamping, but your arms are going to start moving up. You're going to tamp in a circle. Smart. Again, the lifting of the foot could be just the heel off the floor, keeping the toe down. Now, pause. Just find your center. We're going into Wuji form if you're familiar with that. If not, I'm just going to tell you to stand tall. Relax your shoulders, soften them, soften the knees. Allow the arms to just hang to your side and a little bit forward. Allow the whole body to just breathe naturally. As you relax into your body, calming the body, calming the mind. As we prepare to start doing our Shibashi 18. Raise the arms, soft arms, and down. Inhale, rising on the knees, and exhale, lowering the arms. The rising and lowering on the knees doesn't have to be very far. The further you go, the harder it is on the knees, so be judicious with that. Just see if you can feel the ocean wave, or maybe you're just feeling a thick fog in the air. The hands have a little resistance. Slowing them down as they push through the thick fog or the water. Maybe you can actually feel the ocean water. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, separate the hands. Longer inhale, exhale. You need to slow down your inhale and exhale a little bit to accommodate a little more movement. Inhale and exhale. This is opening your chest. It's our second movement, second form. Nice. At all times, the shoulder and neck stay soft and relaxed. Take one arm out at shoulder height. The other hand circles the head, again softly, and you bring the weight to that leg. Then we reverse. The hand is at shoulder height, the arm is extended at shoulder height. And back. Inhale and exhale. You're not even stretching your arm, you're just pointing it in the direction over the head, shifting your weight. This is called painting a rainbow or playing with rainbows. You want to turn your head and look at your hand. That's an option. Allow the hands to come down and cross at the wrist and come up the center and then out. Separating clouds, sink down just a little, raise up, separating the clouds, pushing them out. I like to inhale my arms up, exhale my arms down. Now bring both hands forward, one hand over the other, the palms facing, and you're going to take the upper hand, bring it back past that shoulder, and then it swoops in over the head and back down. When it joins that hand, the other hand, you circle the hands around or rotate them. And again, take the upper arm and swoop down. If you want to turn and follow that with your head and torso, just don't use your knees in the twist. Relaxing the arms down, rotating at the shoulders, rowing a boat. You're going to take the right hand and cross your body palm up and then turn it down and come back. Take the other hand, cross the body up and turn down and back. As you cross the body, palm up, that foot, you come up on the toe. Cross the body with the other hand, lift on that toe. Now take both hands and let them just swing up as though you're holding a ball, but you're actually holding the moon. Twist up and around and then back down. We'll twist the other way. Coming up on the toe of the opposite foot in the lift. Raising the body with the knees and sinking the body with the knees. Gazing at the moon over the shoulder. Now, take your right hand and push across your body as though you're pushing an invisible wall. And it comes back to the waist where you make a fist. And then you push with the other hand. Simply turning waist and pushing palm, keeping the head, neck, and torso together in the twist. Right hand goes high, left hand goes low, right hand's a little further out than left, and you turn to the right with cloud hands. Then bring the left hand high to replace the right, and bring the right low and closer in, and you turn the other way. So whichever hand is on top is the direction you're turning. Playing with clouds or cloud hands. Turning with the torso at the hips, not the knees. Feet stay flat on the floor for this one. Take the left foot forward. Decent sized step, not too small, but not too large either. Scoop down the hands, cross at the wrist, lift up, and you can come overhead or a little back, and then separate and come down, pressing into that left foot, scooping the C. Do not take the head lower than the heart. Start rocking on the feet. As you lean back, bring that front toe up, and as you come forward, bring the back heel up. Unless that causes stability issues, and then don't rock on the feet. Now let's switch feet and let's put the right foot forward and continue. With the option to use rocking feet, as long as you're stable on it. Now, let's switch back to the left foot. And you're going to push the waves. Push the palms forward and then release. Again, rocking on the feet. Back foot, you come up on the toe. Forward foot, you come up. You lift the toe on the forward, lift the heel on the back. And you're just rocking as though you're pushing that wave and then giving into the wave as it flows back. Soft shoulders, soft arms, soft knees. Breathing. Maybe you inhale forward and exhale back, or maybe you exhale forward and inhale back. Let's switch feet and put that right foot forward, and we'll continue with our pushing wave. Does not have to be a big step. The bigger the step, the more stress on your knee, so be careful. The wave movement can become almost hypnotic. Stay on the right foot forward, and we're going to do dove spreads the wings. Open the heart center, and swoop forward with the arms. The arms are floating at about heart level. The wings are folding in and out. You can rock on your feet if you choose to. I'm just turning sideways at times to give you a view of that angle. Switch to your left foot forward. Let's continue with the dove spreading its wings. I inhale as I open up the wingspan, and I exhale as I close. Maybe you follow another pattern. That's fine. Just breathe. Remember, every inhale is bringing in nutrition, energy. Every exhale is giving up things you no longer need. It's one of the major cycles of our body and our mind. The breath is one of those things that links mind and body. The breath is automatic unless we choose to take control. So it works in our subconscious and in our conscious. Makes it a very useful tool for changing things or even for monitoring things in the body. Now, bring both feet back together. Bend your elbows, bring your fists down to the waist. Take one hand, turn it, and punch. And then bring it back. The punch is not even all the way extended. It's not a heavy, aggressive punch. It's just a push. Elbow still stays soft. Soft in the knees, not stretched, standing tall, just soft in the knees. Let's fly like a wild geese or a wild goose. The arms come up to the side, a little overhead and down. If you're stable enough and comfortable enough, rise off the heels. I can't do that with my foot problem, but you're welcome to if you can. Rise on both toes. Just make sure you're stable. Sometimes what I do is I do one foot and then the other. So I kind of a leaning goose. So if you see me leaning, that doesn't mean you have to. It just means that's an adaptation I've had to give because of my peripheral neuropathy. Now bring both hands down. They're swinging next to each other, and you swing up in a circle, rotating the wheel. The head never goes below the heart. As you swing down, soften the knees. I like to inhale as I swing up and exhale as I swing down. Reverse the wheel. Bring up one hand, wave and bring it down. Bring up the other hand, wave and bring it down. Now bring the opposite knee up. The knee comes down and you continue your waving. So the step up, step down, and the hand waves afterwards. Again, the step can be just lifting the heel off the floor, which is good if you're seated. This one takes a little getting used to get the coordination, since the foot is not in sync with the hand. Now, both hands come down to your side, palms forward, and they a small circle up to the shoulders, and they come together, and it's though you're pushing the energy down your body, down your spine, and returning it to Mother Earth. So you're gathering a little energy as you inhale and pushing it down to the earth. Sinking in the knees. Inhale. This is our number 18. It's our closing movement. It's a very common Tai Chi movement, gathering energy from the universe and returning it to Mother Earth. Energy comes from above, and the energy goes into the earth and then comes to us from below. So we get energy from both directions. In Tai Chi, we take that energy and push it in one direction or the other in quite a few of our exercises. Now, stand tall in your Wuji, feet slightly apart, at least hips width, and bring your hands together as though you're holding a ball. Now, I like to say as though you're holding a volleyball, but once you've got the size and shape of a volleyball, Imagine that the ball is actually a swirling ball of energy. Imagine that energy is flowing between your fingers, between your palms, to the point that in your mind's eye, you can see a swirling color of energy. Maybe yours is red or pink or green. Mine is usually silver or green, though on occasion I visualize blue. It doesn't matter what color, just imagine it's a color of your choosing and it's swirling, and you might even start to feel a little tingling in your hands, or maybe a warmth in your hands. Make sure the fingers and the palms are relaxed. This isn't a tight ball, it's a very relaxed holding. Everything is relaxed. The shoulders are soft, the knees are soft, the neck is soft, the shoulders are hanging down, the arms are relaxed. And you're just inhaling into the belly and exhaling in a very comfortable, natural breath. Slightly separate your hands and bring them back together. And just visualize that maybe you're stretching that energy. Maybe it's magnetic and it's wanting to cling, and you're stretching it apart. And then the hands come back together as the energy pulls them back together. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you want to try a little angle holding. One hand is higher than the other, and then circle and pull the other direction. Maybe you rotate the ball in your hands. All the time that energy is moving, but staying with you, because it's your energy. It's the energy of your body. You're just moving it around. You can pulse the hands like a little flowing motion. The energy starts feeling a little like taffy at that point. Now bring your left hand, I'm going to say put it on your belly button. It's actually what we call the dantian. It's an energy center in the body governed by the kidneys. And then you take the right hand and put the right palm over the left palm. So you're standing in your nice tall posture, your Wuji posture, one hand over the other, and a slight breath flowing to your belly. And you relax the body. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. If not, don't. Especially if there's a balance issue, or you can go seated. Just breathe, and with every exhale, see if you can relax something in your body. Maybe you notice while you're doing the exercise, your neck gets a little tense. Mine did. And on an exhale, I just breathe into my neck, some softness, and release it down. can relax your arms down and come seated if you care to. I'm overdue for liquid. Oh, that felt good. Let's see. Okay, hopefully you can see my slides again. Just a quick review. Actually, let me just discuss some principles of Shibashi. There are 18 exercises plus the warm-ups. Do not give up halfway. It's important that we set a goal to finish all 18. You can make adjustments. You can do less repetitions. You can just stand there and relax as we finish a repetition. You can go in a shorter distance. If we're circling our arms, go in a shorter circle or do fewer circles. Just don't give up halfway. Try to end the process as your goal, doing adjustments to get you there. And maintain the correct posture. We always want to stand straight with our neck, head, and spine in one straight line unless the exercise calls for a head turn. It's rare, but a couple of them do. Notice that there's a connection between your awareness or your consciousness and your breathing. That becomes very important as you move into more of a meditative state. And over time, you'll be able to note the interior strength of the exercise. A lot of Shibashi is about the inside of the body. I know we're moving the outside of the body, but a lot of Shibashi is about getting the insides moving, getting the energy moving. All actions are relaxed. Anytime you find something tensed up in the body, relax it. And we're just human. As we move, we start to tense up. But what we try to learn in Tai Chi is to notice that tension and go back into a relaxed state with that area, be it your neck or your shoulders. And actions are continuous. We try to keep flowing. Try to choose the appropriate environment. We are all limited by Zoom. You can't, not all of us can take the camera and computer outside and do it in a beautiful, lush area, but try to give yourself at least enough space and water handy. So set your environment to make it comfortable for you. The breathing should be comfortable breath, not deep, heavy breathing, but normal breathing into your abdomen, not your chest. And we integrate 3 adjustments, which I haven't talked about. I'll do a whole lesson sometime in the future about the 3 adjustments: the posture, the breathing, and the meditation. But it's pretty logical that in Tai Chi in general, we bring the body, the posture, the breathing, and the meditation together. Remember, Tai Chi Shibashi is an enjoyable, therapeutic movement practice. It is helpful, healthful. It makes us feel better. It makes our body work better. And overall, it promotes better health. So what you want to do is come back and join me in the practice as often as you can. And in between, you want to use the recordings. If you can do Shibashi every day, you will notice an amazing change. And for me, I just find it enjoyable to do and relaxing. Oh, those should be turned off. Okay. Thank you for coming today. Hopefully you had a good experience. If there's something you'd like to share, please go on social media and share it. We love to have you talking about Get Set Up. If you've got a story or an experience that you would like to share, but you don't want to bother with social media, email it to Liz. Liz@getsetup.io will be glad to handle that for you. Other classes that are related to this would be Qigong. If you haven't tried Qigong with Ellen, you should stop in on a class. It's very enjoyable and very knowledgeable. And some of the slow flow yogas, depending on how it's taught. Some of them are very related to this. My next classes are Tai Chi for beginners. Actually, if you haven't done the full Tai Chi class with me, stop in at my class called Tai Chi, Why It's Great for Seniors, for an introduction to what I'm teaching. And then after that, start coming to the Tai Chi for beginners on a regular basis. We're learning a sequence of 24, 30 forms that you can mix and match and make it as long as you want it to be. But it takes a few weeks to get the understanding on your belt to start mixing and matching it on your own. And of course, come back to Tai Chi, Shibashi as often as you can. I just had a new class authorized the last couple of days called Kundalini Yoga. It starts, I think, a week from Friday. If you've never done Kundalini Yoga, please stop in and give it a try. Most yoga in North America and most in Europe is based on Hatha yoga, but there is another type of yoga called Kundalini. And the great thing about Kundalini is you can still do it when you're 110 years old. It's suitable for any ages. Uh, like Shibashi, you adjust it by repetitions or speed. So, and you can do it in a chair or mat. I teach it both ways in the same class. I go primarily for chair, but if there is somebody using a mat, I will support that and give the instructions for mat as well as chair. Kundalini yoga can be one of the most challenging yogas there is to do if you choose to have your session that way. You get to choose the difficulty. If you want it very gentle, you can make it gentle. If you want to make it challenging, you make it challenging. That's another great benefit of Kundalini. And it's a therapeutic yoga. It's not intended to be an exercise like going to the gym. It's intended to be something that makes you healthier. The goal is to strengthen your nervous system, improve your organs, and massage your glands so they work better. So it's all about feeling better. So come give Kundalini yoga a try. Hopefully I'll get more classes than just one a week, but they always start you out with something like one. So to see if people will come. So I need you to come. Uh, Today I will send you some class notes about Shibashi after the class, and you have an option to recommend the class to a friend from those notes. But even more important is we want your feedback. There's going to be an orange button on there called Give Feedback. And we would really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it if you would press that button, and then you'll get this little box where you can choose 1 to 5 stars for the class, 1 to 5 stars for the guide, and make any suggestions of about the class or the guide, or down here in Get Set Up in general. If you want a new class, this is a great place to ask for it. There'll also be some hotkeys for other classes that may interest you, and you can just click on them and go right to that class and register if you're interested. And invite a friend. When you book, you're given the option to add the class to your calendar, which is something I have to do or I will forget it. I don't know about you guys, but it has to be on my calendar. And then you also have the option to invite a friend. So you can share the class by sending the friend a link, or you can send them an email message. And if you're on your phone, it's going to look something like this little box. But you can do the same functionality on your mobile. Our community and Get Set Up really is a community. If you get used to taking classes here, you're going to catch on to how much of a community it has grown into. We want you to be part of it. We want you to suggest classes, because that's how we know what to go hunting for teachers for and what to expand our current teachers into doing. So suggest what you want through help@getsetup.io or in the comments when you respond from the notes. Also, if you've got an interest, something you really enjoy doing, maybe you are a home gardener and you specialize in tulips. Well, host an interest group on growing tulips and share what you're doing, and let the other people share with you and the rest of the group what they're doing, and learn some tricks from each other, learn some drawbacks, maybe, swap plants, cuttings. But whatever, just host an interest group. It's easy to do. You don't have to be a guru in the subject. You just have to come on and introduce the interest group and let people talk. If you're a member of an organization, you're associated to an assisted care facility or a senior living facility, a government agency or a community organization, send us the contact information to help@getsetup.io. We will reach out to them and see if there's some way we can partner with them, because that's what's that's the way Get Set Up grows, is by these partnerships. And don't forget, if you want a recording today, request the recording from help@getsetup.io. And that's it for the slides. How did the class go today? Any questions?
Yes, hi, it went great. This is Felice. Can you hear me okay?
I sure can hear you. I can't find you on my screen, but I can see, I can hear you well.
Okay, that's one of my questions. But I have a comment first. During the dove movement, I really felt like an energy and a connection, like in my heart. Is that normal?
Feeling the energy connection is a great thing.
Okay.
It's something we all strive for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you started feeling energy flowing in your, now let me be clear about one thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be careful about health conditions. If that energy flow is your heart fluttering.
No, it wasn't fluttering. No, it was like a warmth.
Okay. Yeah. As long as it's a good feeling.
It felt like I was being lifted. I was even able, because I had my, I guess, balance or chi, whatever.
Yeah.
Initially, I was, doing it like you. Then all of a sudden I felt light. And then my eyes just closed naturally. And it's like I was flying,
It sounds like you're starting to feel that meditative influence too. That's great.
Okay, well, thanks. I guess I feel good. I need it.
Yeah,
like
as long as it's not a health, we always have to monitor health conditions. As long as it's not disguising itself, and it's actually something like favorable, then that's great. You're getting what we all want.
It felt good. Secondly, not a promo or anything for product. What type of wireless headset are you wearing? Because it's so clear.
Oh, thank you. This was just a new one I got recently. Let me take it off and get here, I can see the name right here. It's got a weird name, Kimafun, 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 and it was purchased on Amazon, I think, for less than $50.
Okay, because it's so clear.
I have another one that I paid $45 for, and it's really good. But this one is so much better. The other one, I have to get the microphone almost in my mouth. This one, as long as it's near the mouth, it works beautifully.
Yeah, most wireless have a lot of interception or something.
I'm glad to hear the feedback from you saying it sounds good, because I don't hear it from your perspective. So that's good to hear. It's working great from my end. And someday you may see me on the old one, because if this one's not powered up in time, but I like this new one.
Okay, well, thank you.
Kimafun, not a company I've ever heard of, but hey,
Either way, that's okay. It works.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Anybody else got a question? Or I see whoever it was with my sister changed her name. Okay.
Ty, sometimes when you're doing the movements, you do more of one movement than the other. Is that just what you feel like?
Yeah, it is. You caught me. You just caught me.
Some of them, were there.
If you follow the people who teach Shibashi, there will be people who go, no, you have to do every one of them 6 times or your chi will collapse. And there's other people that say, you go with the flow, go with what feels good. And there's certain ones that I find that are so simple, they're not really doing a lot, but we want to do them. And then there's others like the ocean wave. I don't know about you guys, but when I get into ocean wave, it just feels good to do it.
Yeah.
So you might find me doing that extensively because I think it feels good to me and I want it to feel good to you guys. But like some of the punch and things, you might find me doing only the minimum 6. So yeah, Janice, you caught me.
Yeah, caught you out.
Yep, she called me out.
We'll have to call you Flo, not Tom.
Thanks for asking, though.
Thank you.
Anything else for today? Otherwise, it's 11 o'clock my time. I'm in Eastern. So I guess I'm going to have to close the class. Thank you all for coming. It was a great class, such a big group, and it was so nice sharing it with you. So I have Tai Chi for beginners later today, if you're interested in joining. And well, actually, I have it even if you're not interested in joining, but it's going to happen whether you join or not. But if there's some seats in there, you might want to jump in. Otherwise, sign up for one of the future classes. I hopefully see you in another class soon. And be well. Take care of yourself, because remember, you can't take care of your loved ones and friends unless you've taken care of yourself first. Oh, we got somebody from Malaysia. Isn't that cool? Hi. That's what I love about this system. We're worldwide. Sorry it's so late, though. 11 p.m. your time. Thank you for staying up and joining us. Okay. See you guys soon.